Right, right. And what happens when someone wants to go back to their home country while their I-485 is pending? Can they adjust their status in their home country?
So, if depends. If it's a temporary visit, a temporary visit, I guess would be less than 6 months. So, if it's a temporary visit, I would suggest that what I'm suggesting is they could leave the country and still come back into the US and continue with their 485, as long as they don't miss any deadlines. For example, if there's biometrics due, then they have to come back for biometrics. If they filed an advance parole, then if you leave the country, most probably that advance parole application will not be processed. Therefore, in order to come back to the US, you would then have to have a valid visa, some other non-immigrant visa, to be able to come back and then continue the processing of your 485. But I think your question was more towards if they plan to leave for good or leave for a long protracted period of time, maybe for a year or 2 years, then what happens with their 485? In that instance, if the 485 does get denied for that stated reason, for the reason that they're not living in the US anymore, then and if their priority date is still current, then they can apply an immigrant visa with the National Visa Center. And there is a processing that takes place very similar to the 485. You have forms, you have documents that have to be submitted, medicals, police clearance from your home country, and then finally you have an interview at the consulate in Mumbai if you're in India, and then an immigrant visa is approved for you, and you come into that country using that immigrant visa, and then when you come in, you're processed at the airport for a green card, and then you get your green card in the mail. So that's the process if you want to switch from a 485 to NVC processing. You'd have to withdraw that 485, I guess. Unless it gets denied, then of course you don't have to withdraw it.